We began sharing and, on pride. Humility, what is pride and humility? Well, we sense the need to go in this direction. Even though we are yet to, we have the most important virtue you can ever learn is humility. Unfortunately, it's not a popular topic. It's not popular at all. I don't know how many of you have heard messages on pride before. In the course of your Christian walk, whether you have had messages on pride. It's very, very important for us to learn it. And we'll go back to Proverbs chapter 13, verse 10. Very important for us to understand. And then 1 John 2:15, 16. We need to learn about it so that the enemy cannot hide and destroy. That's what we are trying to do. The devil doesn't like this, and human beings don't like this message. But you like it because you love God. Is that not so? Someone, I was sharing, only the woman preacher was sharing that. When they do message on pride, nobody wants to buy. So they have to look for how to maybe change, use a topic, put a topic under it that will see, because people don't want to admit that they are falling with pride. So they don't want to, it's like, you're like talking on one of our sisters, he said, when they hear that pride, I say, he feels. I said, but you are proud. So, and the thing is that as human beings, is the ailment of human beings, is the sickness of humanity. And if you don't learn it in church, there's no victory for you, no lasting victory. Because I believe that many people that are dying every day, especially church folks that die every day, behind that is this pride, this taking pride. Give me King James version of Proverbs 13. Give me KJV. Let's do KJV of it. Want to go? Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. Now, see, the Bible doesn't use words casually. Are you aware of that? It says only by pride. Only by pride comes contention. Only by pride comes strife. Only by pride. What will happen when do you know the biggest virtue? The biggest virtue is humility. Are you aware of that? Jesus described himself as meek. He said, I am meek and lowly. I am meek and humble. So it's amazing how this thing is hidden from us as Christians. We preach on other areas and everything. Sin is not good. Sin of this one, sin of that one. What about the biggest sin that is hiding in many churches and destroying lives? The devil's power has been destroyed. He has been disarmed. He has been disabled. Satan's power was routed. When Jesus Christ died, he routed his power. He took his power. He rendered him useless. But just like I kept saying, he has not taken the power of deception from him. Are you aware of that? It's a power to destroy, to steal, kill, and destroy was taken away and given to us. Authority was given to us. But the wisdom to deceive, to lie, to use cunning wisdom to destroy lives is still intact in his life. Because if he doesn't have the raw power to look at the Christian and just kill him, no, he can't do it. He cannot do it. He used to be in charge before. This one, kill down, but no more anymore, not for believers. So, and I said, just like I warned you, I said, hear me now, what you should be careful for against, you should be careful, be forewarned, is these strategies, tricks, innuendos, lies, and, the subtle deception of Satan. And he uses your flesh. Your flesh is in alliance with, so unless you punish your flesh, unless you discipline your flesh lacks pride. You see, pride is natural to human flesh, a fallen man. And unless me and you are extremely conscious of it and begin to attack it with all the ammunition that God has given to us in His word, begin to attack that stinking pride. And let's be like Jesus. Even though he was equal to God, he did not consider something to be he didn't have to struggle for it for that something. He humbled himself and became obedient, even on the death of the cross. Jesus was a typical example of humility. It was humility personified. And Satan was pride personified. Arrogance, pride. The devil is a creation of pride. And let's go back to, before we go to first, let's go to 1 John. Let's go to 1 John. Oh, let's go to Isaiah. Okay? Go back to Isaiah 14, then before we go to 1 John. Okay? Isaiah 14. Look, most of the issues that happen in our lives, you see pride as the ingredient, is the major ingredient, underneath ingredient. Behind strife, behind anger, behind unforgiveness, behind bitterness, it's pride. Somebody messes you up and then you cuts in traffic, you are angry, you go, abuse the person, What? See, the thing is that what you are saying is that if I were that man, I want to do it. Are you following what I'm saying now? If I were him, I would not do it. What he did. Yeah? He messed up. Quite fine. But your response to it, get into strife and everything, is that I'm better than you. Therefore, I'm not going to forgive you. Look at it. Go to Isaiah 14, 12, where we read, Isaiah 14, on the slope, how the enemy fell, Satan fell. How you are falling from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. How you are cut down to the ground, you who weaken the nations. Stop there, man. Weaken. You know what it means to be weakened? You want to come to church, Satan weakens you. He's the prince of the power of the air. He weakens. He weakens. The enemy weakens. Listen very well, I've shared it and I'll keep sharing it. Satan's ability to mess you up as born again believer is based on his wisdom to deceive. And his tool, he uses some tools. Number one is thoughts. Say thoughts. The power of suggestions. The power of suggestions. 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 Thoughts. Number two, feelings. Say feelings. Say thoughts and feelings. Say thoughts and feelings. Are you catching what I'm saying? Are you catching it? So what it does, like I gave example, it hits your body with pain and tells you this is cancer. Thoughts. Okay? The pain is feelings. Huh? The thought is a lying thought. That pain is like somebody come and knock your door. Can you hear the sound? But as long as you don't open, it cannot come in. You hear that? Sickness knock. If you don't open, sickness cannot come inside. You have to open the door for it. But what does it do? What does it do? Listen now. Don't stop looking now. Just look at me. Because what you need to get it. The devil is a distractor. You know, camera person, you already know that. There's no new person. Okay? Look at it. See. Look at it. Listen. Pain. Then it now makes suggestions. This is typhoid, and then Lassa fever. Typhoid and Lassa fever. It's giving you. It's locking you with pain. It's also giving you suggestions. He's an hunter. He's a tree killer. You can't sleep here. We go to say now. Otherwise, you're going to be on feet, dropped. You understand? So listen now. He's a trained killer, and so he does it by suggestions and feelings. He cannot kill you. Praise God. He cannot. He knows it. And he hates Igbo Business Center with a passion. He has special hatred for this ministry. Why? We open his drawers. And it's painful to him. Satan is very proud. He's very, very arrogant. And he wants to create an impression as if he's a big killer. You can't mess him up. The devil came after me. A devil this, a devil this, a devil this, a devil this. So people are giving testimony about devil. Me and my wife, in recent time, we have been encountering some people who are gone to some churches. And they've gone to those churches and it has affected their brain. Their brain has been affected. They are speaking as if they are mental. The lady we were talking to say, attack. This attack. So they're talking about attack. What about attack? They are more conscious of Satan's attack than Jesus' freedom and victory. Huh? Attack is an attack. That village, they say the mother was attacking the village now. Now they're attacking her. They have attacked this other person. They're coming after her. So they're conscious of the devil. They are conscious of the devil. The devil has, over time, suggestions he has formed strongholds in their minds. And he weakens them. The enemy is the weakener. He's the one that weakens the nations. But let's move on. That's not where I'm going today. I'm just branching that road. Let's go. Let's move on. Give me the next verse. See Satan here, and then we're going to look at it vis-a-vis what we just in Genesis. For you have said in your heart. See, this is prideful heart. A prideful heart. The devil is proud. You see, when you see pride, you see selfishness. Are you heard that? Say what I said. Pride and what? Pride and what? I. That's pride. Go on. Let's read it. But you have said in your heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will. Now you're using faith now against God. He's believing and speaking. I believe in that I speak. He's using faith now. The faith I learned from God, using it against God. Okay, I will ascend to heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will also sit on the mount of the congregation on the farthest side of the north. Verse 14. Look at verse 14 now. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Pride. I will be like the Most High. This is a serious matter. When you go to where they are doing this party and everything, they are spraying money and they are beating drum. People are ready to spend the last money they had. Because their head is swollen by the kind of praise they get. They spend everything and go broke. I will ascend. I will be like the Most High. This is very important. Then go to Genesis chapter 3, verse 4. You see it here. Here, the same devil, he messed up in heaven, and God now spoke and said, you will be cast down. A clash of power. Then the serpent says to the woman, you will not surely die. Verse 5. For God knows that the day you eat of it, your eyes will be open and you will be like God. You will be like God. I will be like the Most High. See, devil, what he said in Isaiah. See what he say here to them, to our forefathers here. You will be like God. You are going to be like the Most High. If you did it, so they obeyed them here and took the forbidden fruit and rebelled against God, because hear me now, Satan from that time breathed his rebellion and pride into mankind. That is why pride is, anywhere you go, tribe, nation, ethnic group, man or woman, it's a general element of humanity. There are very few people who are humble on this earth. Very, very few. And most people think that they are humble. They are not even humble. They're just because they are quiet, that doesn't mean they are humble. No. Being quiet doesn't mean you are humble. Absolutely not. It's more than that. It's a big deal. And I said, well, let's go to John. I have to go to John. Let's go to John. Here, the forefathers fell. They messed up and they fell. And because of that, we have been reaping the results of it up till now. 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 to 16. Look at it. This is very important. Do not love the world, all the things in the world. The world is governed by Satan. Are you aware of that? Satan, the Bible calls him prince of the power of the air. Do not love the world or the things of the world. What are those things? If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. We're looking at those things now. Verse 16. Look at it. Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. Now, in that category, the highest one is the pride of life. But look at that 16 again. Look at that 16. Look at that 16. Oh, see the progression. What is in the world? You know, when you see the Bible explain some things, principalities, powers, rulers of darkness. Start with the weak ones. Then go to the higher one. Is that not so? Now look at it. See it here now. The lust of the flesh. Okay? Then the lust of the eyes. And then the chief is the pride of life. Say pride of life. Say pride of life. The pride of life. That is the chief. Some have victory over the lust of the eyes. When I got born again, I had struggle with illicit sex. And I overcame it by the help of the Holy Spirit. It's a major challenge. Some, their own is food. They are addicted to food. Some are addicted to alcohol. Their flesh is craving alcohol. Some is smoking. They have struggle with smoking, tobacco, alcohol, illicit sex. Yes, craving, the flesh craves illicit sex. The eyes cannot lift up, you cannot remove your eyes off a woman's backside. It's of the world, and it's pressure. There's pressure. Pressure to go do wrong things. But those are easier to overcome. They are still far easier to overcome them. They are all bad, don't misunderstand me. But they're still easier to overcome. The one that is most challenging and that can hide in many ministries, minister of the gospel, pastor, bishop, both people on the pulpit and on the pew, the one that is hiding all over the churches all over the world is the pride of life. And for me and you, what we are doing by the help of the Holy Ghost during this series is we are asking for the help of the Holy Ghost to open our eyes to understand the reality of what Jesus purchased for us, and I know that we can overcome it. Amen. We can overcome it. Amen. Praise God. You see, after I got born again, victory over this, victory over that, victory over this. I mean, you see, people do things for different reasons. I wasn't sleeping around because of pride. I was addicted to illicit sex. Okay? But when I overcame it, I never knew that there was a bigger problem. Pride. And I know many of you here, there's no problem talking about illicit sex, doesn't even concern you. You are not even tempted. Okay? There's no area where you are even tempted. There are some things that I will not tempt you with. Are you aware of that? There are some things that I will not tempt you with because you have already passed that stage. I used to drink in beer parlor. I was a beer parlor person, garden, There were not too many gardens those days when I was drinking. But now you cannot tell me beer parlor. One of my friends came from London, he came to see me in that. And then we had to go and see one of our old friends. We say, where was he? He said he was in one garden there. It was around maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. He said, I said, garden. I don't go to garden. No. I said, don't go to garden. I said, no, you are not. You just drive and come and pick him up. So we went there, and I saw him with a bottle of beer. I said, I can't sit down. Yeah, I just sit down. I said, no, you can't sit. I can't sit down. First of all, I can't be tempted with drinking. Forget it. But the thing is that how can you imagine seeing me sitting down in the garden, somebody is drinking? What am I doing there? Do you get what I'm saying now? What am I doing there, that place? Because you can be doing good and your good is spoken of as evil. Because this man on TV, I sit down for garden. What's he doing there? I can't say I'm evangelizing. I hear about that. It's a wrong place to be. Okay? So I said, no, I can't come in. I can't sit down. You have to stand up and come. Let's talk what we want to see. And then my friend dispatch him and leave them. I can't stay there. I can't be tempted with beer parlor anymore. Okay? And by the grace of God, I cannot say I can't be tempted with women. Temptation come, but it's no longer as before. I know temptation is not sin. You can roll this in my front. I can go away. The fact that you smell bread, you are passing through bakery, you smell of bakery. That doesn't mean you have committed bread eating. Are you following what I'm saying now? You can pass through by the bakery side, and you know that bread has aroma. Are you aware of that? Where they are doing baking better bread, you can. You can see there's bread there. You are thinking of a pound of butter together with it, with tea, and you soak it, and So you can. The thought can come here. You smell it. But as long as you didn't go to the bakery to pick the bread, you still have not committed a sin. Yes, are you aware of that? Yes, so the temptation can come. And the stronger you become as a Christian, the more difficult it will be to tempt in some areas. Are you following what I'm saying? This is very important. Because the temptation can come in different areas. Even Jesus was tempted. But the point I'm taking is that doesn't make you a sinner. Okay, I'm rushing. But temptation doesn't mean you are sin. See, the devil is a liar now. He says, look at it. See, look, for instance, now somebody passes by. My wife was telling me, you want to Wisdom Market during the week. I was telling me some of this kind of sites, Wisdom Market. It's like people almost like naked. They are doing all that. So he was telling me slowly when she got to say, what kind of things going on? Like, look and see where those people come from. You're invaded Wisdom Market. So I was now saying, okay, now imagine if I was there. You cannot close your eyes all through the. Are you aware of that? That's why you can close your eyes through the market. So somebody comes and this, maybe where this in there spaghetti, and then the spaghetti like this, and then dangle like this about you. Well, you don't look too long. You see it, you remove your eyes. You know Job said, I made a covenant with my eyes. A covenant. He said, I made a covenant with my eyes. He made a covenant with his eyes. So the covenant is made with the eyes that no, I'm not going to be cast, I will not gaze at a young woman. In other words, there's a level you are gazing and start gazing, you need to remove your eyes now. Now. A time comes, you can really remove it and go. But before, the weaker you are, the easier for you to fall. Are you following what I'm saying now? But just like Hebrews 5 say, by use, exercise. You are to discern between good and evil. By the use, your flesh, your body, your outward man is exercise. You can your mind, your soul, and your body exercise to discern both good and evil. But it's still far easier to overcome illicit sex. Far easier to overcome drinking. Far easier to overcome smoking. And much more difficult to overcome pride. But the reason why we are finding it easier, listener, is that there is much teaching in those areas. But there's less teaching on pride. Are you catching it? Yes, sir. Are you catching it? See, because listen now, faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. Faith, so if you have built faith over time, many of us grew up in churches where they say sin, fornicator, adulterer. They want for hellfire. So we have had it. Some of them are crazy thoughts, crazy teachings. They have scared us. We have been scared. There are churches where my mother's church, a woman cannot shift a man in the church. Once me and my wife enter church, they separate us. We are separated for now until we go out. So they put us, oh yeah, you stay here, you stay there. We used to stay together, we stay together, no, not the church, no here. You are not allowed. See, what are they trying to do? They are trying to avoid fornication. That's the whole way. That's the whole way of doing it. Doesn't matter whether you feel you go and meet together, no problem, but at least for church. So we are used to hearing on those areas. We have had messages on those areas. Some of them are just condemnation. Some of them are just legalism and everything. But somehow we have been hearing so much over time. I will know that this is not, we judge it as bad. For somebody fall into sexual sin, they say, brother so has fallen. Sister so fair. And they say with some kind of arrogance, some kind of pride, some kind of spiritual pride. In other words, they can't fall. Have you heard about Sister Angela? She fell. She fell. So you that is judging the person now, your own is what? Because your own is pride. But because it is not, that area is not touched. The enemy makes sure that area is completely it's like concrete. Nobody touches on pride. So we spend more time on the loss of the flesh and the loss of the eyes. And we leave the big one, which is pride. The enemy didn't fall because of sexual sin, because he stole money, because it is of course. No. Because the reason why he fell was pride. And the unfortunate is that he breathed that pride into mankind. Ephesians 2. Give Ephesians 2. Ephesians 2 verse. Give me Ephesians 2. Ephesians 2, 1-2. And you made alive. That's me and you now. Born again believers. Huh? Born again believers. It made me alive. I was living a crazy life. It made me alive. Huh? He made alive. Say he made alive. Who are dead in trespasses and sins. Who are dead in it. Praise God. Praise God. Now go to verse 2. See what I'm going to verse 2 now. In which you once walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit who now walks in the sons of disobedience. There is a spirit. See, I want to explain something to you. I'm going to lay the foundation this morning very well. Say influence. Say influence. Say influence. All this life is about influence. Who's influencing you? Where do you grow up? Who trained you? Do you know as parents we are influenced as children? How do you know you don't know it? We are influencing them. Some of them, something we won't do it secretly. We may do it secretly, but there's a spirit. I was counseling a young man who had pornography. Or the major hardened problem pornography. And the father was showing pornography. The father was doing it in hiding. The father was doing it in hiding and everything, and then this boy, because my former church now came under us in a former church. We had counseling a young man, very promising young man, but he was bound pornography. And we began to help him and everything. I said, now let's look at what's the history? How did this thing start? It started from the house. The father was involved in it. See, the influence was on this boy. There was an influence on this boy. Because, see, whoever has the family is the one that can exert influence. Are you aware of that? Whoever is head of the family can exert influence on the children. So, because of this guy's pornographic issue, which was done in hiding. In fact, the boy confessed that it took several years, I think. I forgot how long now, before he discovered the pornographic magazines that the father already kept. I don't know whether the father died or before he died. But the man had, just like you store money in your house, you store pornographic magazines. So the boy was also, at the end of the day, he inherited the magazine from him. And now he wanted to break free, but it became difficult. We have to apply the word of God for him to get free in a former church. But what happened that he was under an influence. Your life is influencing the children more than you know it. Very, very serious. That's why I see parenting is not an easy thing. Not just to parent, not easy to just parent people. Just give birth and just give birth. It is the influence that is very important. Say influence. See, the enemy is the prince of the power of the air. He's the one that is influencing people to rebel. He influences people to do evil. He's saying there's an influence. See, coming to church, sometimes it's difficult to come to church. You want to come to church, today's first service. I'm just feeling weak. It's not ordinary. There's an influence. There's an influence. There's an influence. Somebody says, come and collect money on service day. And before you are so weak, you couldn't move. And now call you and say there's money waiting for you. 25,000, 50,000, 155,000. There's a new energy. Are you aware of that? Just a new energy, just get energy all of a sudden. Even there's no motor, we go trek. Why? You see, the enemy does not weigh influence on you when it comes to anything outside of God. Are you catching it? If it's something that is outside of God, Satan will not mind if you bake cake and you give orphans, go to orphanage, or you carry rice and beans and go and serve orphanage people, but don't come to church. Don't read Bible. Don't pray in tongues. No, not tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. Why? There's an influence. Influence. It's easier to gist than to pray. Are you aware of that? You can gist for 3 hours, not even knowing it. But let's pray for 10 minutes. See, it's influence. There's a prince of the power of the air that's influencing unbelievers, and he's trying to exert dominion over us, but he cannot. Amen. In Jesus' name. There is a liar. Say he cannot. Say he will not. Stand against him. In Jesus' name. Look at Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. Let me show you something quickly here. Pride is the dominion perverted. Say it. Good. Look at Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. When God made man, he gave him dominion. Say dominion. Then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. Dominion was given to man. Man was given dominion over everything, but not over man. Huh? What did I say? We have no dominion over individual. We're not supposed to dominate each other. We are not supposed to dominate each other. We are supposed to dominate those that list. Look at the long list there. Dominate money, dominate poverty, dominate sickness, dominate everything here on earth. Dominate. We're supposed to dominate. That is why even your body, listen, your body was fashioned by God to dominate. Sickness. There are there are things that will fight antibody. Things that, if you're sick attack your body with virus, infection, bacteria attack your body is wired with soldiers to fight back. We are supposed to dominate. But not dominate individuals, not dominate all fellow human beings. But what pride wants to achieve all the time is preeminence. Preeminence over human beings. If we share why most people want to make money, the people who are looking for political appointment, they are trying to get into politics. But they see essentially the key area is how can I dominate more people? That is why, see, look at now. See now, the devil uses this one to leverage on believers. Last Sunday I was sharing with you about how people stay in church, in wrong churches, where God has not planted them because of post, because of title. Okay? And I gave an example. I said, see, Nigeria here, and all over the world, title is a major big deal. The reason why title is important, listen now, do you know what? It's not because of the title, it is the pride that comes with it. Huh? We let Timothy. Timothy said, for you to become a bishop or a deacon, there is a condition. It's the office. It's the office. The Bible spoke about the office of a bishop, the office of a deacon, the office, see, people of office of leaders, your functions. Functions, say functions of the office. But the thing has been changed, that has been perverted to title. So people take on titles, and because of the pride and the vainglory that comes from title, they sit in a wrong church and die there anyhow. And see, listen now. There are people, some people, we meet them, some of them maybe they meet them say, oh, wow, I mean, I like your program. I love your program. My husband used to like your program. I mean, oh, this is, where is he now? Oh, he has died. Oh, are you like program? So, the thing is this. And what we have in mind is that what if they came here? Just imagine that now. What if they came here, but they cannot come? Why can't they come? Pride. One of our leaders, the boss, his chief executive told him in the office. He said, this man's message is what I need, but I can't come. He cannot come. I cannot. I need this man's message, but I cannot come. Because it's in a place where there is a bigger assembly, and then there is also post, there's also title that goes with it, and special seat, because he has some money. And if you come here, I'm not going to give him front seat. Not am I going to give him title. See, people have met me several times in the ministry. They came here, we started ministry and say, I'm here, I was holding that title there, that title there, that title there. What are you going to give me? I said nothing. They would list the titles they are holding. They want to come here, the message is good for them, but then they want to know which title am I going to give them. I said, none. I'm going to give the title of brother and sister. I didn't know, I'm not brother too. So you brother like me. Huh? But most people, because they are used to that pride. See, pride is more dangerous than you think. I'm telling you right now. People will die tonight because of pride. So many. You kill them. People commit suicide because of pride. See, pride is self-centered, is self-absorbed. And the enemy makes sure that, you see, the Satan is ensuring that among believers, you see, oh no, you see what happened? Oh no. It's spiritual, there's spiritual arrogance. You know, I told you pride has faces. Are you aware of that? There are faces of pride. I say faces. Say faces. If after time I look at you, I show you there. I was reading, I think, Jude today, in the morning, early in the morning, I was reading the book of Jude. Say, boy, people will flatter you to get advantage. People who will flatter you to get advantage of you. They will flatter you to get, people will flatter you. Because, listen now, everybody likes to be, you know, I tried to define pride last Sunday. I say braggadocio. Pride, it means haughty, arrogance. It means enveloped in smoke. It's blown up, balloon. I was going to remember balloon, I remember. Pride. You are blown up. Your head is big. Look at Romans. Let me just show you. Let me show you. Go to Romans. Let me show you some Romans. Romans 12, I think. 12:3. Thinking too highly of yourself. Thinking too highly of yourself. If you see when men are meeting and they're talking, listen there. Tell your neighbor, listen. Pride and lies, they are twins. They are related. Pride and lies. They're like this. Huh? Pride and lies. People, because of pride, they will lie. Huh? I heard that. When I started telling lie that my father has houses in Broad Street in Lagos, as an undergraduate, I was blowing lie that my father had houses in Broad Street in Lagos. And I didn't even know Lagos until I went in the 70s before I went to Lagos. And I actually went to Lagos uninvited. By my uncle. I went to my uncle in the 70s. Uninvited. Because I was tired of people going to Lagos, I come to Black Village. And I finished secondary school that time. I was going to start my A-levels. And I got mad. I need to go to Lagos. This is too much. And my friend is dead now. We took off. I got the money, stolen money, move, Lagos. I landed there. What? You are here? Yes. Who asked you to come? Nobody. Hear me now. You see, this bragging. Let's go to Romans 12. Let's go at it. Romans 12:3. For I said, through the grace given to me, to everyone who is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly as God has dealt to each one a measure of faith. This is very important. It's a balance. When you think low of yourself, and what God says you are righteous, you say you are not righteous, you are proud. It's false humility. Say it. Say false humility. False humility. False. Fake humility. Fake humility. Fake humility is pride. But you see, I was making a point just now about pride and lies. Humility is honesty. Say honesty. Say honesty. Don't forget that. When you see humility, you see honesty. There are people who cannot share some things about themselves. Their pride won't allow them to share it. Their pride won't allow them to share it. They can't say it. If you are talking and you are going to other area, they are already shaking. Because now you are about to touch their pride. When you see people bragging, I was sharing, when we were leaders meeting sometimes, I think, some months ago, I was sharing about a encounter I had with some ministers. We met in, one of our minister friends actually had a conference. And then there was a foreign minister that came from the US to minister, and I was one of the ministers that was invited. So I sat down there, and then he was recognizing people. And this man is my own friend. He recognized this minister, and didn't recognize me. And my pride rose up like this. My pride was blown. I didn't enjoy anything that night. I thought I overcome that pride. They remember I would look at each other. You see, I think there are some things God will allow to happen to you so that you will know the level where you are. Are you aware of that? You think you are already passed, you never pass anywhere. Eh? So I look at it and say, what? This guy didn't recognize me. I was going home thinking about it. You see, instead of thinking about important things, my mind is on the thing. My ego was bruised. Then we had a dinner or something. And we had a dinner, and all of the ministers were there and all that. It was that time, and the guy just forgot. It's not deliberate. It was not deliberate. It wasn't deliberate. He forgot. And thank God he forgot, because if you are not forgotten, I'd rather overcame it. It brought me to my level like this. Oga, you never reach anywhere. So I dealt with it, and I said, knowing that dinner where I was able to speak, I said, well, and it was a public confession now. I said, that other time, when we had the meeting, you didn't introduce me. And I felt bad. My pride was wounded. I said, just show me that I have a lot of pride to deal with. I mean, you will see that place, the whole place was, there was ovation everywhere there because somebody was honest. Now, most ministers find it difficult to accept that they are problem with pride. Are you aware of that? Yes, sir. How many people you have seen Nigerian ministers have problem with pride? No. You are proud. You, not me. But I recognize that I was dealing with pride and it was a major problem. And I exposed it there. I exposed it. I want to look at this story here. 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 16 and verse 20 to 23. Look at it. Now, as the ark of the Lord came into the city of David, Micah, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David leaping and whiling before the Lord, and she despised him in her heart. Why? Pride. Pride. Go back to 16 again, NLT. Give me 16 NLT. But as the ark of the Lord entered the city of David, Micah, the daughter of Saul, looked down from her window. When she saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord, she was filled with contempt for him. Pride. Pride. Can't come down. See, the Bible says your pride will bring you low. Your pride will bring you low. He resists the proud and gives grace to the humble. And what you need is grace. When David returned home to bless his own family, Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet him. She said in disgust, "How distinguished the king of Israel looked today, shamelessly exposing himself to the servant girls, like any vulgar person might do." Verse 21-23. But David retorted to Michal. It was not to shame David now. It was not even him. It was David. He would have joined David in dancing. But she probably would not allow her. David retorted to Michal, "I was dancing before the Lord, who chose me above your father and all his family. He appointed me as the leader of Israel, the people of the Lord. So I celebrate before the Lord." Praise the Lord. She's shouting. She's shouting. You better wake up. Yes, and I'm willing to look even more foolish than this. See, humility is honest. And even to be humiliated in my own eyes. But those servant girls you mentioned will indeed think I'm distinguished. Look at the result of his pride now. So Michal, daughter of Saul, remained childless throughout her entire life. You know, this thing I'm sharing, my prayer is that the Holy Ghost will quicken your understanding. Amen. You don't just look at it like any other message. Because it's a matter of life and death too. The Holy Ghost will quicken your understanding to know that look. It's only with God I can do all things. Are you aware of that? You can do all things only through Christ who strengthens you. You can only through Christ who strengthens you. See, look. You see, among couples, this is supposed to be the wife of the king now. See now, is the wife of the king. Go to Ephesians chapter 5. Let me show you something quickly here. 5:22. Ephesians chapter 5. I think I wrote it down. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22-23. Look at it. This is the wife to the king. For wives, this means submit to your husband. Submit your husband as to the Lord. Can I have a submit? For a husband is the head of his wife, as Christ is the head of the church. He is the savior of his body, the church. Look at this scenario of the church. Look at it. Husband, the head. Jesus is the head of the husband. Husband is the head of the wife. There is order, there is hierarchy. Say hierarchy. In the home. There was one lady who was leading Brother Against wife, Oleta. Brother Against wife's name, her name is Oleta. She wrote a book, and the lady was leading. The one lady preacher was leading the book. Was talking about this, talking along line of talking about to couples anyway. Then the lady read that particular part of Brother Against wife's book, and we were speaking about it. That lady spoke about influence, family influence. Family influence you can have over your children when you are in a home, in a home setting. But I get to the story of somebody who lost his son. His son went astray, left home and went astray. So he now came to, but again I came and complained that my son ran away out of the house. He was very concerned that he has lost the son. But I told him, I said, you are the cause. He said, how? He said because of your rebellion. Because you started the Bible school. He said you started the Bible school, you ran away from there. This boy has watched you with your relationship with God, how you have not been able to carry through with God. So he has learned in a bad way. He learned from you. So if you shape up now, if you change your ways, you will come back. The man accepted, changed his way, and the boy came back home. So she was using it to teach on influence that we can have on our children as we are raising them. Your children know your priorities. Are you aware of that? Your children, they know if you are raising children and most of you are still wanting to get married, your children, they know your priorities. They know where your priorities are. You may even hide some things from them. They know your priorities. So this person was reading from this one and looking at the relationship between husband and wife, how the husband respects how the wife respects the husband, and somebody spoke about mutual submission. It's a mutual submission. And have you heard about it before? Huh? Have you heard about the mutual submission? Have you heard about it? Huh? Okay. Now, mutual submission. There's someone in the Bible says one to one another. It's not about husband to submit to wife. There is nowhere Jesus submitted to church. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? If you look at Ephesians now, Jesus never submitted to church. It's church that submitted to Jesus. So ideally, it's supposed to be the wife that is submitted to the man. That's the ideal thing now. Now that's not most of the time. It doesn't happen because of pride. Everybody go there. You go. The man has his own. The woman has his own. So your ego means my ego is thinking. Okay. So this is supposed to be the woman's job to submit. And when you submit, even if you pretend to submit, listen. If you pretend to submit, and you're not submissive, the children will still know. You catch what I'm saying? Yes, some of you are not mature enough to know what I'm saying. Just listen and put it in your pocket. If you pretend to submit to the man and you're not really submitted or submissive, the children will still catch that spirit. They will catch the spirit of a woman who's not submissive. You see, we have counseled people over the years. There are people that have father camp, mother camp. Father camp, mother camp. One young boy was in this church before. They were doing well. God was blessing them. They bought the first car here. The family bought the first car here in this church. But one day I preached a message. The woman didn't like it and got angry and left church. She bought the first car in her life here in this ministry. They have been toiling before. Testimony galore. But one message got her offended. Her pride was one day. She left. The man was still coming with the children. Life changed. Then one day, the last son came to meet me and said, "Sir, which one should I obey? My mother or my father?" My mother said I should never come to this church again. My father wants me to come to this church. Now that's a very big question for a pastor, for a home divided against itself. And you know, listen now. Nobody's alike. We have our differences as husband and wife. But if you cannot agree on the church, you're in trouble. Your marriage is in a big trouble. When you don't agree on the spiritual angle, the spiritual comes first. God first before your marriage. You see, that family began to disintegrate. Because hear me now, when you don't put God first in your relationship is bound to be destroyed. A house divided against itself cannot stand. It's going to fall. Because you are not in agreement right now. Somebody's already offended and has left church, offended and left church. Now, you know what happened? Succeeded in pulling, the boy went haywire, the man backslid. Oh man, it was horrible. The Bible says a foolish woman used her own hand to destroy her house. Are you aware of that? A foolish woman used her own hand to destroy it. So if you are raising children, and you're not submissive to the man, listen, this is very important. You are not submissive to the man. You are trying to correct it. Yeah, we had somebody who cancer was working on that house before, one of the instructors on that house. it was the man who was wooing the children. I don't know where the man now. No, the man wouldn't beat the children because he wants to get the children's favor. Huh? He will lobby the children so that one is disciplining another child, the other person saying no. Are you following what I'm saying now? And surely for women it's worse because you are the one that gave birth to the baby. You carry the baby in your womb. That's not a big deal. Thank God for the womb that you carry the baby. You get what I'm saying now? Because if the baby needs to be beaten, it's better for you to beat the baby. Even that womb says you wait the womb after some time. You got the baby. So now they are trying to beat the baby. You don't let my baby. Or you call the baby, you are teaching them rebellion. Because now you shield them from being disciplined. But a truly submissive woman, listen, this is very rare. A submissive woman will let the husband be head. Let the children know that the husband is the head. Even though he may be irresponsible in his behavior. He may not be the finest person. Don't gossip your husband to your child. It's dangerous. You will get that. They will cooperate with you because they have no option. Are you aware of that? They have no option. They will cooperate with you. That is very big. That is. They will cooperate with you, but it's not going to last. It won't last too. They will still rebel. Let the man be heard. Just obey the word now. I'm not about just put him as the head. And in your heart, just reverence him. And it's not easy. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you read that place, just say if the man is well behaved. No. He's the head. Give him that reverence. Give him that honor. And then there have been cases where there was a lady we had to deal with in a former church. We can't say another situation of counseling institutions. This we have good experience listening. The lady had money. Sometimes the woman can be the channel for money. Are you aware of that? Sometimes can be the man. And when God blesses a family, He blesses them corporately. Say corporately. Say corporate blessing. So this lady started hitting money. Was in a place where the money was rolling like crazy to the house. And then it didn't go into her head. She became proud. And the man became gentle. When you see the man become very, very gentle and obedient to the woman, just because of this one. The one, she confessed this to us. She told the story. So the man became like very quiet, just to them, doesn't want to have any issue. No problem. She's making more money. No problem. And then one day, the table turned. Because the woman confessed that her head was very big because of the money she was making. No respect of the man. And one day, the table turned. The man hit it. She went down. Now it's the man's turn to come and revenge. So now, if the man were to be a wise person, listen now, wise person, he will not get back at her. See, this thing is so big, I don't know how to share it with you because it's so big. And I pray God, maybe I can share you a little. God will open your eyes to know that no condition is permanent. I get what I'm saying now. Things can change. And things do change. So, lady was making the money, and God she confessed how she became proud in her heart. And when you are like that and you are raising children, the children will know that you are the one making the money. You are making them know that you are the one making the money. So you give them, you see, do you know what we are doing? A wise woman will give the demand to the husband and say, give the children. That's a wise woman now. Take it, give them. Don't let them know that. Don't let them know that this is what's happening. See, when you are deliberate about it, you will not lose those children. But when you give them money, they keep thanking you. They see you as the one. The man is just like decoration in the house. It's decoration. Just for decoration, just like a statue there. The children can see. Are you catching what I'm saying now? They can see, but a wise woman, even though the money comes, it's not easy to be. Look, go to 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy 6:17. There's a warning here that Jesus gave, that the Holy Spirit gave to Apostle Paul, to people who have money. Huh? Okay? Look at it. Okay. Command those who are rich in this present age not to be haughty, not to trust in uncertain riches. Say uncertain. But in the living God who gives us richly all things to enjoy. Give me verse 17 in NLT or Amplified, these new versions. This is very important now. Because God can open door for anybody. He can open door for you. He can open door. It could be your husband, it could be your wife. God can open door for people. But just relax. Because listen now. Don't be proud. Teach those who are rich in this world not to be proud. And not to trust in their money, which is so unreliable. Are you catching this thing? Their trust should be in God who richly gives us all we need for our enjoyment. So if as a woman you make the money, listen now, you're making the money now. You're making the money. Have the wisdom of the Holy Spirit to let the man be seen as the head. When the children are trying to gravitate towards you, thinking that you are the one that is laying the golden goose, or the golden egg. Eh? You are the one that is loading the golden egg. If they, what you need to do is to let them do it. Because listen now. It's too delicate to train children. It's too serious. They are learning from you. They are also picking your spirit. Whew. Are you happy with this? Are you happy with this message? Yes, sir. You happy with this message? Yes, sir. Go to Romans 12, 16. Matthew 16. This pride is destroying homes. Some people cannot say sorry. Are you aware of that? Why can't they say sorry? It's because of pride. They can't say sorry. How many times have people say, I'm sorry, I messed up. It was me that caused it. Very difficult to hear that one. It's difficult for people to say it. Why? Pride head is blown. But I think I was hearing something like that one time God warned him. The people where he pastor, there are not many. People are always very, very small, like comes to his meetings. That one day he was able to go to a place and he got about 5,000 people there. He said his hair was so big that he couldn't pass the door. he said his head was so big that the hair could not pass the door. You see, unless you begin to attack pride, you see it budging in different places. Let's read that scripture. I also want to share a journey to just cut and just listen. But be of the same mind towards one another. Do not set your mind on high things, but associate with the humble. Do not be wise in your own opinion. There are people who cannot make friends with somebody who's not rich. You hear that? If you are poor, you are out of the book of life. Huh? There are pastors who cannot visit a poor person. There are people who only follow up rich people. Huh? I heard that. There are pastors who do it. Once you are rich, yes, they'll go follow up. They bring you out several times. But the day you lose it, the day you become broke, you're not broke now. Go to and share it back. You see, they don't be wise in your own opinion. The challenge is this. The crux of pride is wisdom in your own opinion, in your own conceit. And I'm still going to share on the dangers, the consequences and dangers of pride. We look at the symptoms of pride and the dangers of pride. It's too risky. It's too terrible. Look, let me show you this quickly. Here. And Matthew chapter 15. I want to look at the classic example. Last Sunday we look at the centurion. Now we're looking at another story today about a typical situation of a woman. A woman who didn't even have exposure to the world like me and you have. No exposure. Say no exposure. Matthew chapter 15, verse 21 to 28. Then Jesus went out from there and departed to the region of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, the woman of Canaan came from that region and cried out to him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, son of David, my daughter is severely demon-possessed. But he answered her not. The first insult is that he didn't answer her. Not a word. And his disciples came and urged him, saying, Send her away, for she cries after us. He didn't make noise, man. But they too didn't make noise. But he answered and said, Jesus answered and said, I was not sent except to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Not yours. I'm not sent to your group. Then she came and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to little dogs like you. I don't know if you were the one. And she said, Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You correct, where I be dog, where. Little one said, no, even better dog. Lord, yet even the little dogs eat the crumbs which fall from their master's table. And Jesus answered and said to her, Oh, woman, great is your faith. Let it be to you as you desire. And her daughter was healed from that very hour. Church, the point I'm making this morning is this. This woman is a typical example. Imagine yourself, this is not a parable, it's a story, it's a true story. It's a true story. Do you know some people you have to beg them to come to church? You have to beg them to come to church. You have to beg them. It's an end-time demonic spirit of pride. Some people will think when they come to church, they do pass of favor. Huh? Are you aware of that? Some people think they do you favor by coming to church. It's a spirit. This one was insulted. Well, you know, it looks as if it was insulted. It was really an insult. It was the truth. She was like a prostitute. Syrophoenician woman. No covenant with God. No covenant with the king of Israel. No covenant. But that woman had humility. Say humility. Say humility. She approached Jesus Christ for the daughter who was demon-possessed. And then the first was that Jesus didn't answer her. Just fascia. No answer. Then secondly, the disciples said, "Get her, throw her away from me. She's making noise. She's disturbing us." The woman said, "They didn't go. They didn't go." This is a serious matter. She stayed. She was persisting. And then on top of that one, Jesus said, "Well, I'm not sent to your group, your ethnic group. I'm sent to Shekri. You are Urobo. You be Urobo. You be. I know the minister to Igbo people. Now only outside the stocks are sent to. So you know be outside person. Come out. You want to say, yes, sir, I worship him. Still worshiping Jesus. Huh? Then you say, okay, you worship me well, but you are a little dog. And this healing is bread for God's children. You are not God's child. So I'm not going to give what is God's children. Healing is God's children's bread to give it to little dogs like you. And the woman say, you are very correct. I'm a little dog. But sir, even my little dogs, if crumbs fall, little dog will chop them now. You say, that's it. You're my woman. You're my woman. Humility will change everything. Huh? That woman, humility changed everything for her. Church? How often can you find that one, even among the Pentecostals now? Huh? Just a single message I preached. The woman got angry and left church. A message I preached for everybody. He said it was her I was talking to. Can you see pride now? Pride says, he's talking to me. Why would I talk to you? Are you not a member of this place? Why will you come here and nobody talk to you? No, listen now. If you come to a church, you are not getting anything there. You are just in a club. You are not changing. You are a member of a club. Most churches are clubs. You go there and share titles. People cannot get healed when they're feeling sickness. They don't know how to overcome a problem in their marriage. They don't know how to overcome anger. They don't know how to overcome fear. They don't know how to overcome anything. You're just a club member. And you go to a ministry where the word of God is preached and changes you, you become healthy, you are stronger, you overcome fear, you overcome sickness, disease, you overcome poverty. And God is taking care of all areas of your life, and then you get offended over a message. That's pride. When they hit you with the message, say, thank God, Father, because I know you really have me in mind. You are trying to help me. It's not better for you to go through the heat here and instead of going through the heat in the mortuary. Or go to the heat here, don't go to the cold in the mortuary. Which one do you prefer? To go to heat in the church and sweat it out over a message, or getting chill in the mortuary over a sudden attack that you cannot handle. So that I can't do it. You're not trained. See, if we look at the story of Elisha and Elijah. Elisha was following Elijah. He was following Elijah. He said, stay here, I want to go to Bethel. He said, as long as your God lives, I will follow you. Get the conquer, I will follow you. He kept following him all through until he left. He persisted. Say persistence. Persistence. Most people cannot persist. You know, they ship themselves out. And just like somebody shared just now, your financial prosperity, your future is kept in the hands of a man. It's the man of God. There is what called divine joining. Say divine joining. Divine joining. And if you miss it, if you miss your divine joining, you are destroyed. It may not look like that for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. No, it may not look like that. If you miss your divine journey, in fact, you will be destroyed, and yet you cannot remember where you miss it. It was a good thing that I didn't miss my man of God. Thank God. And what other people got angry for crazy reason and left. So you see, once you are spiritually fed, you are fed the word of God, you think you are fat and you can move. You can't move anywhere. If you move, you're going to die. You're going to stay there. Because it cannot take you that far. Hear me now. It is not just the information. It's the revelation that you got on account of divine joining. I don't know if you're catching it. Are you catching what I'm saying here? See, divine joining is critical. He joins you. Look, this eye is here. Are you aware of that? If I remove this eye, and put here, you need to know it won't work. Are you aware of that? You remove it and put it here, it won't work. You cannot use this one to hear. I can use it to see. He serves people in the body as he pleases. But many times our pride takes us out. And the point that when pride takes you out, you are already out. Even when you know you are wrong and you cannot, your pride can bring you back. Because your pride will keep you there because you are thinking, if I come back, how would they feel? I don't know if you are just saying now. There have been people here, some of them had revelation of this ministry. They had revelation of this ministry. They saw a revelation, vision, direct from heaven. And they still left. My prayer is that you will not be taking advantage of by the enemy. Amen. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. This woman took a time and said, look, hear me now. No matter what it will cost me, I'm going to stay. Matthew 11:28. We want to be like Jesus. We want to learn from Jesus. If you lose your life, you find it. But if you want to gain it, you will lose it. You can't hang on to your flesh and your pride. You must let it go. You see, and all the same importance of not being grateful. If you are grateful, you cannot be grateful and backslide. Are you aware of that? It's not possible. My pastor has gone to heaven maybe 12, 15 years or so ago now. But I'm still talking about him today. Why? I'm grateful. Pride doesn't talk about other people's impacting their lives. They talk about themselves. Pride is about self. Self. And not today. I will look at the symptoms of pride. Symptoms of pride. Pride doesn't show impression. It's not impressed. Oh, that's the car you bought. That's the car. Oh. I used to have, one of my uncles used to have that kind of car. It's not that, it's not that, are you aware of that? Well, not today, we're going to do that one, but look at sinners of pride now. You see, and you no matter where it's hiding your body, you're going to overcome it. Go to Matthew. Let's look at it. Let's go Matthew quickly. Matthew 11:28. Look at it. Come to me. All you labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. You know, pride is nawala. Are you aware of that? When you want to impress people, nawala. There's, brethren, I want to let you know my name is Bishop Agdekin Zebediah. And well, those of you who are here this morning, what do you there are people who put on professional tone in church. But they don't talk to their wife. Are you aware of that? My darling wife. I want to let you know I'm very, very, very loving to you. It's not about pride. Try to find expressions. And it's a lot of work because you have to put it on. It's not easy to be proud. How are you? Thank you. Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You say Pope? I beg, forgive me, Pope. Yeah, let's do about your take my yoke upon you and learn from me. We want to learn from Jesus. What are we going to learn from him? He said, for I'm gentle and lowly in heart, and you'll find rest for your souls. Church, he's gentle. He's meek. Give me that version, that one. He's meek. Jesus is meek. You see, that is not easy to do. Are you aware of that? See, you know, there was I read Ephesians just now. I want to say, okay, take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I'm humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Your soul needs rest. Listen now, listen. You see, your body is when you touch physical this touch your body. Your soul is touched by words. Words. There are words that get you angry. What can make you laugh? Words. Oh, you are the biggest person I've ever seen. You are such a good person. It's touching your soul. But it's only when you are gentle and lowly, like Jesus, that your soul can actually have rest. You see, I shared Ephesians 5 just now about the wife part. The wife submit to your husband. Husband love your wife. You see, if you look at it up to chapter 6, chapter 5 verse 5 and chapter 6, we're speaking about servants, about children to obey their parents and everything. There are things that are guidelines, that biblical guidelines of what children should submit to their parents. Whatever you see, what your parents says, it go, as long as you're under your parents' roof, your parents is the one that decides. This is where you fellowship. This is all the things they are decisions they are taking about your parents. There's an order in the Bible. But you see, do you know what? Listen now, for husband and wife. You cannot force a woman to submit to you. You can't use force. Are you aware of that? In Christianity, there's no force. Are you aware of that? Satan is a forcer. Satan uses force. Satan, if you look at religion, they put microphone on this thing there and wake you at 4 o'clock. We don't want to wake. You must wake by force. Are you aware of that? They are not asking you, can we wake you at 4 o'clock every day with a microphone? Are they going to ask you? Have anybody asked you, we want to put on the microphone? Yeah, anybody ever asked you? They are not asking you any question. They put the microphone there and wake you by force. That's force. They want to pray, they block road. You cannot move to finish prayer. It's force. Because that's the nature of the God of religion. The God of religion uses force. But the God of the Bible uses love. It's love. For God so loved the world, he gave. So that you can believe. If you believe, He for God so loved the world that he gave his begotten son. He gave, he loves, he gave. But the devil forces you. You are not going to force anybody to submit to you. I cannot force my wife to submit to me. My wife's submission is based on, it's a choice. My loving my wife is a choice. God has given you choice. You love your wife, the way your husband, submit to your husband, it's a choice. But you know that God said this is what you should do. You can disobey God if you want to disobey God. With consequences. See, this prayer thing I'm sharing is so important that me and you, if you can embrace it and not resist it. Don't resist it. Because if you embrace it, it will do you good. He say, you will find rest for your soul. If you copy, learn from Jesus Christ, be meek and lowly like him, then you will find rest. You see, people he say my yoke. The word yoke means my yoke. He said, "Take my yoke. My yoke is easy." Say easy yoke. Say easy yoke. Easy yoke. Let me teach you. And you know what I'm doing now. Give me that passion. I'm teaching you now. Let me teach you because I'm humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. I'm teaching you about Jesus. I'm teaching you about the Master. Even when Jesus started his ministry, he didn't announce himself. He waited for John the Baptist. Submitted to him for baptism. It's a serious matter, Joe. Huh? There are so many vagabond ministers, vagabond Christians, vagabonds. They are lost on themselves. Because they are heady, puffed up, pride. But God is waiting for a generation, me and you. Where somebody can do it, waka. God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. It takes two. By pride, comes strife. Are you aware of that? Huh? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? They can curse you and you can bless them. Why? You don't know who I am? Who are you? When you say, do you know who I am? That's a problem. If you only say that to the devil, are you aware of that? Only the devil. The devil will only say that one too. Devil, do you know who I am? I'm a child of God. But to human beings, we are not given dominion over human beings. Church. In fact, do you know that as husband and wife, your wife is not your servant? Are you aware of that? If you want to employ servant, believe of money and employ servant. There's a place for servant in that Ephesians. Is your helpmate. Say helpmate. What's my helpmate? Somebody that has been assigned to help you. Is assigned to help you for the assignment God has given to you. Your wife is assigned to help you to achieve it. But if you are not one with God, you can't be one. Church, if your husband and wife, you are not one with God, you cannot be one.
Amen.
That's what we can take.
This is how far we can go on the program today.
Amen. There's plenty of message.
If you are not born again, you need to get born again.
Very important.
Yes. The good news to you is that is that of salvation.
That's right. That's the
of
best
healing.
Amen.
Of redemption.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
From poverty, from spiritual death.
Hallelujah.
And getting born again is so simple. You simply believe in your heart that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, is God's gift to you.
That's right.
It's God's gift of salvation to you.
That's right.
So join us right now in making Jesus Christ, the Son of God, the Lord of your life.
Hallelujah. So dear God, say dear God.
Dear God.
I believe in my heart.
I believe in my heart.
And I confess with my mouth.
And I confess with my mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Is the Son of God.
Is the Son of God.
That died for me.
That died for me.
He was raised for me.
He was raised for me.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
I receive Jesus.
I receive Jesus.
As my Lord.
As my Lord.
And Savior.
And Savior.
If you say that and you meant it, that's it.
Amen.
You know, it's not by agonizing efforts.
No.
Not by fasting. Not by traveling to Holy Land. It's just simply received.
Amen.
It's a gift. Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Now, if you are seeking your body, the same gift that Jesus did on the cross,
gift of salvation
also includes healing.
Amen.
So, tell you are seeking your body in the name.
Be healed.
That's right.
In Jesus' name.
Say, I receive my healing.
I receive my healing.
Now stand up if you are lying down. You should really believe. Praise God.
Hallelujah.
God loves you, and I mean, we want to look for a living church.
Amen.
To look for a vibrant church where you can grow and become strong. We love you, and God loves you.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The Great Commission to make disciples of all